Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come from SportsbookReview.com, SBROdds.com. We're talking with professional handicapper Doug Upstone. We're going to tackle the Thursday night game for NFL Week 14 right now. Today is Tuesday, December 6th, Oakland and KC. This is a tough one, Mike Brenner. First of all, KC's a favorite, right? Last week, according to Brent from betDSI, there was sharp action on the Bills fading the Raiders, and that sharp action lost.
Yeah.
Oakland has now covered 5 out of their last 6. Obviously a great team, undervalued, getting it done, ATS week in and week out. This is kind of a tough one, though. Atlanta was a similar team to Oakland last week in terms of just being a great team and covering.
Yeah.
They lost outright. Oakland's now on the road getting 3. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, this team is learning to play 4 quarters of football. That's what I like about them, because they were getting blown out by Buffalo, and then they just turned it on.
Yeah.
So they gained momentum from that. But Kansas City also, Andy Reid, that defense, I just have a hard time betting against them at home this time of the year, because if there is some cold weather up there, I think the Chiefs will be definitely in favor of that as opposed to Oakland. But I'm dying to hear what Doug's got to say on this one.
Clouding the issue as well was with both these teams, turnovers were huge last
Yes.
week, right? KC won on a pick 6, and the Bills actually were even with Oakland in terms of yardage. It was just turnovers mattered there as well. Tough one. I'm not even going to try to break this down until we hear what Doug has to say. Doug Upstone, what's your take on this tough game?
Well, I think first of all, I think it's going to be a terrific game. Some of these Thursday night games haven't been all that great. And the only problem that I see with this game is it's not going to be very aesthetically pleasing as we can continue to go with these stupid monochromatic uniforms that these teams are being forced to wear. Be that as it may. If defense wins championships, both of these teams are in trouble, quite frankly, because Kansas City ranks 29th and Oakland is 30th in total defense. At least the Chiefs, though, are 3rd in the NFL in yards per point allowed. So they're getting it done that way and bringing in plenty of other ways to score, with special teams and everything else. Whereas Oakland is winning primarily on offense and playing defense in spurts. Now, the winner of this contest certainly has a tremendous advantage going forward, because Oakland then would have a 2-game lead, no matter against anybody. Whereas the Kansas City wins, they'd be tied, but they'd own the tiebreaker by sweeping Oakland. Now, in breaking this game down, you got Oakland, who is 9-0 as a road underdog against the spread, and they're 6-0 this year against the spread away from the Bay Area, if you include the New Mexico game. But the Mexico City game. But Kansas City is 25-10 against the spread after giving up 25 or more in 2 consecutive games. When I look at this game, I really like the Raiders, but as Mike said, there's something about Kansas City. They get the job done. They ran, I think, the ball for over 180 yards last time against the Raiders. I'm not going to say it's going to be that much, but I think they can still run the ball on Oakland. And the fact that their defense keeps coming up with ways to give up yardage, but not points. So I think Kansas City at -3 is the stronger player.
Yeah, an interesting analysis.
Yeah,
I can't
very
say
good.
disagree with it. This is one of those games where I don't want to bet against either team. Tough to bet against Oakland getting points, right, Mike Brenner?
Yeah, it is, but it's, again, Oakland, they still have some proving to do on the road, even though they're getting it done. We want to see it on a consistent basis. And, last week, that took a lot out of them coming back in that game. So I wonder, with a quick turnaround, Kansas City might have the edge. I got to sit off of this one.
It's a tough one. And my note was on the total. Oakland's been a big overtrender this year. And, of course, KC's gone high scoring recently.
Yeah.
So I was
What is
looking
that total?
it opened at about 47 or 47.5. I was looking at it. I said to myself, in my notes here, I said, this one I think sets up for an under, but I think the line's going to get bet up. And so I'll wait until it gets bets up. But it got bet down. It's now down to 45.5 or 46.
Okay.
So I don't know if I want to take an under on that one again. Oakland 10-2 against the spread. Sorry, 10-2 over under on the year. Doug Upstone, you have anything to say on the total, or is that a pass for you as well?
Yeah, no. Well, the only thing that my takeaway in the total going down, that I guess to me means more defensive game, which would certainly favor Kansas City. So that would be my takeaway on the total.
All right, awesome breakdown, Doug Upstone, leaning KC -3. It's a pass for me as of right now. A pass for you as well, Mike Brenner?
It is, but I think Doug's going to come back next week with a 3-0 record, baby. I feel it.
Doug Upstone, thanks so much. Talk to you again very soon.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Thank you.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.